And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Russinize Your Day Show, where we take politics and ruin its self-esteem. A very noble endeavor, if we say so ourselves. I'm Russ.
And I'm Brent.
And on today's episode, we'll be discussing the media narrative that is being pushed during this election cycle, specifically in regards to what happened yesterday during the superest of all Tuesdays. We also look at the gross things Donald Trump has said about women as read by women. And we learned that Dr. Ben Carson admits he has no integrity. So this and more coming up on the Russinize Your Day Show. If you want to get in touch with us, email us, russinize@whirlwindmedia.com, RUSSINIZE at WHRLwindmedia.com.
Sounds like it's going to be a fantastic show.
Oh, it's going to be great. Did you have a good Tuesday?
Oh, no. But yeah. No, I didn't.
But yeah?
Because I had a headache the entire day trying to look at all the results.
I understand that.
Yeah. And then the rhetoric coming out of the news, so the news... whatever, media,
the news, whatever.
Yeah, the news, whatever.
We all know. We all hate that news, whatever.
Well, yeah. Obviously, I listened to the Donald Trump speech because whatever. Whenever he can't even think of a word, he goes,
words coming out of his eyes, coming out of his wherever.
Yeah, he always throws an "ever" at the end of a word.
Yeah,
it's going to be the best ever. Shut up, Trump.
Yeah, not everything can be the best ever.
Yeah, but no, it was very. I just had a headache, and the news afterwards, the coverage, they're like, "Well, we're going to get into it," but yeah, they were.
Well, actually, no, keep going because that is our topic next here.
Yeah, they were praising John Kasich for his one.
Yeah, well, he won. He won Ohio,
his home state.
Yeah, he won.
Oh my goodness! Oh my, he won his home state. Congratulations, John. Freaking
big win. He got 66 delegates out of it.
Oh, yeah, and he still hasn't been able to catch up to Marco Rubio,
who is now currently out of the race.
That's sad. No, it's not. He needs to. You know what? It takes courage actually to drop out. I mean, because like it or not, these guys and ladies put a lot into a race.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
But when the chips are down and you see no going forward, you need to cut it. And that's what Rubio finally did, and I think that was good on him.
Yeah, and Florida was his last stand. He had been doing terrible up until then. He only won Minnesota and Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Did he win another one?
No, I think that's it. I mean, he was giving Donald Trump a run in Virginia, but
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no.
There was one more.
Yeah, it's D.C.
D.C., that's right. Washington, D.C.
It was, yeah.
What is that sound?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
wait, what is it?
I hope it's not picking up on the... We have some background noise going on, apparently, in case you pick that up on the recording here. Just ignore it, kind of like you do Brent when he talks. But
wow.
We got John Kasich, though, man. How many delegates he has now?
He's a winner. Winner.
That looks like two double losers.
How did you... Oh, there we go.
Ooh, butterfly.
Winner.
He's a butterfly. See, and that's a good metaphor because here he was in his cocoon, not winning a thing. And then Ohio comes and boom!
He's on the stage.
Yeah, did you hear that confetti apparently falling from the ceiling when he at his party there?
Did he win the presidency?
He thinks so. I'm not sure. I think John Kasich is actually running in a different election right now. He is not in this current one. Yeah. In his mind, he's the only candidate, which is actually worse for him because he's the only candidate and he only just won now.
Yeah.
But those were just practice states.
Yeah.
Those were practice states. Yesterday was when the real election started.
Yeah, you know what's really funny is even if he wins all of the rest of the candidates, which is a little over 1,000, he still doesn't have enough to be the nominee.
Well, and even if, let's say it does go to the contested convention, which it should be noted, we've talked about brokered and contested. Brokered is more of contested is usually the one that they use when it's kind of goes better when it's not the establishment coming in and dictating everything.
It's the delegates voting.
Yeah, it's the delegates. Brokered is usually when you've got the behind the scenes, which is kind of self-explanatory, contested versus brokered. Right. Brokered is, we're dealing out power here. Which one? But even if they make it to that, the chances of him being the guy they choose, that's not going to happen, John.
No, yeah. If it gets to the brokered, Kasich is not going to be the GOP's first pick.
Nope. And actually,
probably not even their third pick.
Rush Limbaugh has finally he's actually picked up on my conspiracy theory about Jeb Bush.
Oh yeah,
coming in.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I think I heard that yesterday, and I was gonna hit you up and say, Russia's taking your ideas. I think he
typical.
He listens to the show. So welcome.
Why
Rush.
wouldn't he? We're his show prep.
Yeah, exactly.
He listens to us and then figures out what he's going to talk about.
Yeah, but it is kind of funny that you mentioned that, and then Rush Limbaugh comes out and says, they'll pick Jeb Bush to come back in. And it's just like, it's frustrating because it's you're picking a loser to come in to represent the party.
But here's the interesting thing, though. There is a path forward for Ted Cruz, specifically now that Marco Rubio has dropped out.
Which hopefully Marco Rubio will get behind Cruz and endorse him.
That's key, but I don't know if it's necessarily required.
No, it's not required. I'm just
for the path forward.
No. Yeah.
Now the one thing, though, because last night, if there had been no Rubio, Cruz would have won in North Carolina and Missouri quite handily.
Yep.
I'd say that's probably about it. Kasich was the spoiler in Illinois.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah.
For Cruz.
He was,
and obviously in Ohio.
Yeah. It's nice that Rubio's out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, relatively speaking, but because I think that does help Cruz pave the way forward and actually just start tromping all over the Trumpster.
Yeah, it will definitely be a boost, and it'll be interesting to see in the next contests we have, which are, do you know right offhand? Or
I do not.
No, that's okay. I got it right. Almost right here. We just did the 22nd. We have Arizona and Utah.
Woohoo!
Arizona and Utah will be voting, and March 22nd is when is that? That's next Tuesday. That's next Tuesday. So 1 week away, the next contest. And, I can't imagine. I can't really imagine. Ted Cruz taking Utah, hands down.
I think he takes both of them, really.
Well, I do too. I think his biggest win will be in Utah, but I think he'll win Arizona. And I think he'll win both of them handily there.
Yeah. I think he's going to do really well, and like you said, I think with Rubio out, it's going to be easier for Ted Cruz to shine.
Well, here's the thing. Obviously, John Kasich supporters. I kind of went on a little bit of a Twitter tirade last night against John Kasich, and obviously his supporters don't want Donald Trump.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think at this point the lines are drawn.
Yeah.
So my thing is, by supporting John Kasich and continuing to vote for him, you are allowing Donald Trump to win.
Yeah, you are, because I heard somebody was talking about Kasich staying in today, and if that's going to hurt Cruz, and they're like, no, actually, I think it's going to actually hurt Trump a little bit more, one way or the other.
Why is that?
Because Kasich is going to grab more of the establishment and more of the GOP.
True, which is who Donald Trump is courting at the moment.
Yeah, and Donald Trump is like right on the edge where people are like, you know what, I can like it. I like him because he wants to make deals. He says this. I can get behind that a little bit. All right. So I think Kasich could steal a little bit of Donald Trump supporters, or take away, people that were either a Rubio fan or whatever, could take those people away from Trump.
Yeah. And that'll be interesting to see. Again, I think Cruz can pull it off with just the Rubio supporters.
Yeah.
He drew a lot from the Rubio crowd because many of them did go over when they realized Cruz was the viable alternative. But many stuck with Rubio. Like, oops, I think I'm on. Oh, no, I am. Sorry, I got to find the contestants there. All right, see, because in North Carolina, there was, less than 4% separating. Oh, they've cut out all of Rubio's votes now.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, darn it. That doesn't help. Well, that kind of puts the kibosh.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, with those margins in North Carolina and Missouri, the remaining support that Rubio would have had, it would have more than likely gone to Cruz.
Right.
That would have pushed Cruz over the top. He wouldn't even needed all of that support to push him to victory in those two states. So it definitely changes the dynamic with Rubio officially being out of the race. He got shellacked pretty bad in Florida.
Yeah, yesterday I posted
really
it.
Bad.
I posted it on our Facebook page, which is Russinize Your Day. Mm-hmm. And I hashtagged Ben Carson and said, hey, I saw it on CNN.
I saw that. That was good.
I didn't want Ben Carson to get all
you know how he gets a
bunch.
little upset about that.
Yeah. But you know what? Just touching on this Kasich thing, not too much. I'm not touching on Kasich's thing. Just touch on the subject. Going back to the subject. That dude is staying. I think the reason that dude's staying in is to be a thorn in the side of this primary. He doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell of getting the nomination.
Nope, and I even wrote on the show notes today, what the heck is wrong with this man?
You did, right here.
With exclamation points in all capitals.
Yeah, there is something wrong with him.
There's got to be some mental deficiency up there, because for him to sit there... did you see any of the pictures of him when he won Ohio? You would have thought he won the presidential nomination.
Well, yeah, I listened to his speech. I'm like, dude, you won your home state.
One state. That's all you've won.
Yeah, and it wasn't like Cruz didn't stand up when he won Texas and was like, I thank you, confetti flying, and he was like, oh yes, thank you. Yeah, he wasn't like that. Kasich though, oh my gosh, it was like a parade. They're probably having a parade today in Ohio.
They probably are. John Kasich won his home state, and the only state he's won, and the only state he will be winning.
Yeah, it's very sad, really. And ladies and gentlemen, take a step back and just think to yourselves real quick. Do you want the nation to be ran like Ohio is? I mean, nobody likes Ohio, let's face it. But do you want the nation to be ran like Ohio? I mean, excuse me. No.
I think you could argue that the people of Ohio like Ohio.
Well, okay. Maybe they're forced to stay there.
John Kasich, with his mental deficiency, he could be holding the entire state there against their will.
Yeah. And
just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
I heard it on CNN, so Ben Carson, please calm down.
Yeah, he's... Gosh.
But did you notice, too, that the media talks more about John Kasich's one win than they ever have about Ted Cruz winning any state?
Oh, yeah. It's because you can't give Ted Cruz any type of media attention, because you know what? If you do, you're gonna have to actually show somebody that has a brain, somebody that can articulate ideas. Oh my goodness, we can't do that. Let's get Donald Trump back in front of the camera so he can say something retarded. I'm sorry, what?
I don't even know how to follow that one up there. You are a little. When you said you were fired up today, I didn't quite know it was to this extent.
Well, I mean, honestly, you put Ted Cruz in front of a camera, and what are you going to get? You're going to get policies, you're going to get principles, and you're going to get
Trump's building that wall, that big beautiful wall.
Well, let's not get carried away. Remember, he's going to be building the wall with immigrants. All right, we have
new information.
We have new information. Because we're up to speed. We're low tech, high speed. What do you got over there?
It's a story about Bill Clinton.
Uh-oh.
A letter from former President Bill Clinton disclosed just days before the Ohio primary is causing Governor John Kasich problems on the campaign trail. The letter from Clinton shows Kasich made a deal to restrict the Second Amendment rights of American on one of the most critical votes on guns ever. The issue at stake was the assault weapons ban of 1994. This is a letter that Kasich does not want voters to see, and it could cost him dearly on Tuesday. In the May 5, 1994 letter, then President Clinton applauded Kasich's courageous vote on the bill written by Senator Dianne Feinstein of California to keep the falsely named assault weapons out of the hands of law-abiding citizens, the conservative news site reports. Wow.
That is
Thank
interesting.
You. We're pretty high-tech here. We got people bring us
information all the time.
Cutting-edge information. I didn't know about that.
No. I did not either. That's very... Wow. So not only does Kasich actually come out and say, in the first 100 days, I'm going to be giving amnesty, but he also goes up against the Second Amendment rights.
Yeah. That's not really a good stance you want to take, especially if you're planning to win the nomination.
Again, America like Ohio.
I really am worried now about Ohio. People of Ohio,
are you
in the state against you? Blink twice. Blink twice if you are in trouble. We're watching. Did you blink? Did they blink?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Blink bigger.
We're driving down to the Ohio border. We're not going to enter because goodness knows we don't want to be in that
come
state.
Back out.
But we're gonna go down to the border and we're gonna look and please come to the border to talk to us, folks. We'll get you out of there.
Yeah, we'll figure out something.
I have an SUV. We can smuggle you across the border.
Great.
Before Trump builds the wall.
Yeah.
On the Michigan.
We will
Ohio
give you
border.
amnesty here in Michigan. Well, here in New Mexico.
Yeah. Here in
Anywhere
New Mexico.
Do we want Ohioans in Michigan?
I don't think we do.
Okay.
Send them down to New Mexico.
Just kidding, Ohio. You're like the cousin that nobody knows about.
Maybe we should send them down to Old Mexico.
Oh, there we go.
Let Mexico know how it feels.
Take that. There's not enough people in Ohio to actually make a difference. They'll be like, what?
They can get a bunch of people
break?
on welfare down there.
Yeah.
We jest, Ohio. We jest.
Kind of.
Yeah. It's a little bit iffy. But I have an article here.
Do you?
Well, not literally right here at the moment because I forgot to bring up all of our talking point articles for today. But...
Oh, wow.
And then, of course, we're probably going to have some auto-playing ads, I'm sure. It always happens.
Yes.
Doop, 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 doop. Here we have the from the New York Times.
Oh, reliable source.
Yeah, right. They have a list here of the amount of free media each candidate has gotten. They broken it down into price.
Nice. Okay.
So, now Jeb Bush, start at the top here.
Okay.
Bush had spent $82 million.
Oh, okay. $82. No wonder his campaign went so far.
$82 million.
Yeah, I know.
And he's gotten $214 million for free.
Right.
Rubio bought $55 million, got $204 million for free. Sanders has gotten $321 million worth of free advertising in the media. Hillary Clinton, $746 million worth.
Wow.
Ted Cruz, $313 million. So he's actually pretty up there in the Republican field.
Yeah, I mean he has Bush by 100.
Mm-hmm. 100 million.
Yeah.
Christie got $90 million. Kasich $38 million. Carson got $112 million. Now they got all the rest listed here, but they've all dropped out since. Yeah. But let's take a look at the current Republican frontrunner, Donald Trump. How much do you think he got?
For free?
Yeah, for free.
He didn't get anything for free. He doesn't. No. He's doing everything on the up and up, and nothing's for free, right?
Yeah. Well,
or is that Sanders? I'm getting them confused now. There's so much alike.
Well, Trump has only bought $10 million of advertising.
Okay. So I'm gonna guess that he's gotten $10 million for free.
No, not even remotely close.
Oh, okay.
He has gotten nearly $1.9 billion worth of free advertising.
And the media doesn't decide who our president is?
That is substantially more than Clinton.
Yeah.
Who is the second highest candidate in terms of free media advertising. Donald Trump, 1.9.
He's got over, yeah, okay. And we wonder why this dude is doing so well. Well, it's yeah.
Excuse
the
me.
media is just trying to give you your president. Anybody from Breitbart. Yeah, what was it?
Breitbart.
Breitbart. I know that's going in the website. Well, I said.
I know what you said.
Okay.
I heard you, but that's what it sounded like at first before I interpreted what you were.
Breitbart.
Yeah.
Drudge Report, all the way to CNN, Fox News, MSNBC. So he gets free media. Apparently, $1 billion worth of free media from everybody.
Everybody,
and it's not just one. It's not just one specific group. Fun fact.
Yeah, fun fact.
Yeah,
I love those.
Did you know that he did not allow Politico into his rally? Or
it was a specific reporter, wasn't it? Because
something like that. Because they ran the story that his campaign manager assaulted the woman from Breitbart.
Yeah, we'll be getting to that a little bit later here in the second half. No, that's okay.
I'm fired up.
All right, let's take a look quick. We want to get to some
of
the Democrat numbers. What do we got for the Republican
the Republican delegate
Obviously,
count.
John Kasich has 1 million.
Yeah.
So
yes. Actually, the race is over.
He has absolutely more than there are. He has more delegates than there actually are.
Yeah.
Because he actually won both the Republican and the Democrat delegates. He's president
and the
now.
supers.
He's president because he won both sides.
Congratulations, John.
There's no general election that's cut out because he won every single delegate from both parties. And the super delegates, as you pointed out.
Yeah, at least he thought so. Trump, 673.
Okay.
Cruz, 411. Kasich coming in with a strong 143. Clinton.
So close.
Yeah, I know.
So close.
Clinton, 1,666. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. 1,606.
666. Good one.
Yeah, thanks. And Sanders at 851.
Oh, it's close.
It is.
Close. Sanders is halfway behind her.
Yeah. Everybody's halfway behind. Never mind.
Gross. So on the Democrat side, Hillary Clinton had a very, very good night last night.
Yeah, she did.
Let's discuss that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, what's there to discuss when she sweeps all the states?
Did she win all of them?
Yes.
Clinton won, Clinton won, Clinton won, Clinton won, Clinton won.
Clinton won last night.
She won all.
The Big C won. Yep. That's can't believe you just said that, Russ.
I did not say that. That was definitely you. I leave those jokes to the writing part of the episode.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Yeah, who wrote up never mind. Oh gosh, it stinks.
But yeah, she swept all 5 states. I actually, my Bernie Sanders supporting friends on Facebook last night were absolutely crushed. I even think I saw one of them say, "Where are all these Hillary Clinton supporters coming from? I know 3." Like, okay, well, just because you know 3, that doesn't, that.
Hey.
It's a bigger world out there than just your little circle of...
He's like, I got 4 friends, 3 of them are Clinton supporters, and the other one is lost somewhere. We don't know where he is, actually. But yeah, I only know 3.
It's kind of a sad tale.
I know.
Went dark.
Very quickly.
Friends being lost?
Yes. And other friends supporting Hillary.
He was a Bernie supporter, so it's okay.
Yeah. So, friend? No?
No. And the Democrats on March 22nd will be also in Arizona and Utah, but they also add Idaho. So the Democrats have 3, and the Republicans have 2.
Yes.
Should also be noted, I don't know if we noted this. Did we note that Trump won in the Northern Mariana Islands?
No. No, we didn't, because I think we talked about it, but
he won in the Northern Mariana.
Yes.
Ted Cruz won the only bound delegate in Guam.
Oh,
I
wait.
think there were like 5 of them, and there was one that was bound.
We talked about Guam.
Yeah.
I didn't see.
Oh, it didn't tip over. It didn't capsize.
Did it capsize?
I don't think so.
I didn't see any news stories. So
Okay,
if you guys saw any news stories about Guam capsizing.
Did Guam capsize?
If Google says yes.
No, we seem to be good. We
Okay.
seem
All
to be
right.
good.
We're good.
Guam is still there.
So voting was okay. All right, good. Oh, that was a close one.
We were worried there.
A little
It was
bit.
a nail biter.
Yes.
Glad to hear. And the people of Guam, too, as we mentioned, they are still a part of the United States at this moment. They didn't float away either.
So that's great. I wish I would have went to the bathroom before the show because I don't have to go anymore. Like you said, it was a nail biter.
Clean up over here. Good thing you
warm.
wore your Depends.
I wish.
Gross.
Bernie had us all cleaned out when he came to Michigan. Either him or Hillary. One of the two cleaned us out of Depends.
So Trump is now out of the debate. Did you hear the last Republican debate? Now that it would essentially be him and Cruz. He backed out. He had a speech. He planned to.
Yeah.
He can't back out of the speech.
Yeah.
But he can back out of the debate, but not the speech apparently. Which I found interesting. How long has this debate been scheduled?
Yeah. Not only. Yeah.
They didn't just do it yesterday.
Yeah.
They've been talking about it for a while.
Maybe he should have looked at the debate schedule before he announced his presidency.
Yeah, even at the last debate, they talked about the next debate.
Yeah.
So they knew about it at least, or I should say, at least by then.
Yeah. Yeah, they should have.
But no, he's got a speech he's got to give.
Yeah.
Which is happens to be scheduled for the exact time as the debate.
Wow.
This is kind of his operating procedure as we go into our...
Don't pick on me.
Next segment here. Donald Trump is a sleazebag, and so are his supporters. That's our next segment.
Wow. I did not write that.
I did. We have evidence to back it up, though.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But so that's how Trump works. When the other debate he left, and he did that fundraiser at the same time. It was to draw attention away. He keeps the attention on him. He takes it off the people criticizing him. As we mentioned on Monday's episode, he does this all the time when he has a bad debate. He comes out the next day with some big news.
Yeah.
And it takes the attention off the bad, the negative.
Well, yeah.
When Clinton bombed the aspirin factory, with the wait, you don't.
Oh, yes. Sorry, my
with
bad.
The Monica Lewinsky scandal.
Yeah. It's. I just want to throw this out there. Donald Trump is a coward for not being able to go to this debate.
Yeah, because now he'd have to face down Cruz, a very talented prosecutor.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have the stomach for it.
Yeah. How's he going to go up against Putin? No, sir. How are you going to go up against Putin? You get scared about Ted Cruz. Putin has an entire army behind him.
You get scared by Ted Cruz. You get scared by Megyn Kelly.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You get scared by Megyn Kelly.
You get scared
You're
by...
so brave.
Right?
Gosh, he really speaks my language. Yeah.
But before we do get much further into this, I would like to address. We did kind of brush over it, but I want to go more in depth here with the concept of the media coverage.
Okay.
Let me ask you, Brent.
Yes.
Why, in the media coverage, why are they covering Kasich, who won one state, more than they are Ted Cruz?
Because, like I said, if they cover Ted Cruz, they're going to get a man that is he has his principles. We can't have principles nowadays. He has his policies.
But here's the thing. Why Kasich? Why not just cover Trump more?
Well, Kasich is the GOP. So the GOP wants to push their agenda, which apparently is amnesty in the first 100 days, not having gun rights. Kasich is one of the grand old boys. Why not cover him? You can't show people that you can actually run a country without the grand old party. And it's not even without the grand old party. It's by not doing it the same way. That's why Americans are getting upset. That's why Americans are getting mad. Instead of actually trying to change it with their votes, they're doing it, the votes every time, votes come up for a Congress seat. They want to do it with the president, who the president doesn't, he still has to answer to Congress. And people are getting upset about it. But so let's do some more on Kasich. Let's focus in on him because he won one state. Well, why? Well, because he's the savior. No, he's not.
Is it because they think that attacking Kasich, pushing Kasich, and not covering Cruz as much is detrimental to Cruz then? Because the establishment kind of is having this weird identity crisis.
Right.
Because they're like, well, do we back Donald Trump or do we back Ted Cruz? They hate Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
They absolutely hate him. In fact, they're saying, well, we'll support Ted Cruz, but he needs to apologize to Mitch McConnell and to several other people.
Nope.
And Cruz is like, no thanks. Not going to happen.
Well, what's really funny is if they think that taking more attention off of Ted Cruz is going to hurt him, they really haven't been paying attention to him, and he's the only one winning.
That's a very good point.
So good think through there.
Now,
media.
It also, I think, too, the media's gunning for a brokered convention.
Yeah.
Great ratings for them. That's going to be major.
Yep.
Major money pouring into them from advertisers. It's going to be a big payday for them. So that's what they want.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
That's why they keep pushing Donald Trump, and then the GOP is like, no, oh no. But it's funny because I hear Rush talk about, the GOP doesn't want Trump because they don't want to lose their cushiness and their power and blah blah.
Well, he's partially to blame for them having the cushiness and power.
Exactly, and he's part of them.
Yeah.
He has power.
He's not an outsider.
No,
contrary
he's not.
to what everybody's trying to push him as.
No, he's not as much on the outside as people think.
Nope.
That he's funding them. He's buying them. He's having dinners with them, having them at weddings and blah, 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 and all this stuff. He's not on the outside, ladies and gentlemen. So you can get that right out of your head.
Now, the reason I wanted to come back around to that was because that was a question from a listener.
Yep.
In regards to that, just in case the audience was like, you kind of get a little ADD today.
Well, yeah.
There's a question from a listener. We like to
send them in.
Yeah, we did get another clarification. This one's important.
Okay.
I know everybody's been dying to hear from this one, but one of our listeners on Twitter pointed out that J.J. Abrams is not directing the next Star Wars.
No, Star Trek?
Star Trek. He is directing the next Star Wars. That's why he had to back out of it. It's now done by another guy, but Abrams is producing it still.
Okay.
So
I think I said he was producing or directing it. But, yeah, he was still involved.
Yeah, we clarify for the audience here. That,
good job.
That was an important issue, I know.
Yeah.
I know everybody was waiting for that.
I was.
But we have here... What has Donald Trump said about women?
Everything.
Everything.
They're beautiful.
Anything and everything.
They're beautiful.
It's great to see them on their knees.
Oh, no, that's not where I was going.
That's something he said, though.
Oh, he respects them.
Well, I have some audio here that would beg to disagree with you.
Okay.
We've got what Donald Trump has said about women as said by women.
Bimbo.
Dog. Fat pig.
Real quotes from Donald Trump about women.
A person who is very flat-chested is very hard to be a 10.
I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers.
Look at that face. Would anyone vote for that?
She had the height. She had the beauty. She was...
The look of that face was what he said about
Carly
Fiorina.
Height. She had the beauty. She was crazy. But these are minor details.
That was about Princess Diana.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like kids. I mean, I won't do anything to take care of them. I'll supply funds, and she'll take care of the kids.
You know, it really doesn't matter what they write, as long as you've got a young and beautiful piece of
Oh my gosh.
Well, hello.
I don't know if we need to go any further than that.
Pretty picture. You dropping to your knees.
There was blood coming out of her eyes. Blood coming out of her...
Megyn Kelly.
Wherever.
Women.
Okay.
You have to treat them like
What?
Wow.
All right.
I had not heard that one before. Women, you have to treat them like... beep.
Yeah, that's, yeah, Donald.
This is the guy we apparently want to lead the nation.
This is how Donald Trump talks about our mothers, our sisters,
Our daughters.
If you believe America deserves...
That's an actual ad running right now against Donald Trump.
Yeah, and you know what's really nice is they actually have where they get the quotes from
Yeah,
in
it's
the corner.
cited.
Yeah, like BuzzFeed, Politico. I mean, just a couple of sources. But yeah, it's that's terrifying and very, very rude. And like you said, this is who people want to lead the nation.
Right?
I think not.
That's who we're gunning for.
No.
That's great job. Great job, America. Great job, Republicans.
Yeah.
Which it shouldn't be just Republicans, because many Democrats are voting for him, too. That's something the Democrats are trying to kind of sweep under the rug.
Yep.
Democrats are voting for Donald Trump. And actually, it was Clay Aiken.
His mom.
Huh?
Go ahead. I thought it was his mom.
No, Clay Aiken, former American Idol contestant and former Democrat congressional candidate out of North Carolina? South Carolina? One of those places, one of the states, one of the 50 states. He said that Donald Trump is a Democrat.
All right.
There's no mincing words. He's not a Republican. He's a Democrat.
All right.
If you guys want him,
go ahead. Take him. Please, Democrats.
he donates more to your people anyways.
Yes.
Now, Ben Carson, of course, who stunned all of his supporters and endorsed Donald Trump. I actually was a Ben Carson supporter.
So was I.
I thought he was... And what I love, though, is now is all the liberals running around going, see, we were right. We were always right about Sarah Palin and about Ben Carson and about all these people. Okay, just because you don't like somebody doesn't mean you were actually correct about them if they turn out to be douchebags.
Yeah.
But...
Exactly.
forgive the douche drop there, but...
I knew it smelled.
Right. Oh, goodness. But if the shoe fits. But Ben Carson...
When in Rome.
Not sure if that one fits. That shoe does not fit, my friend. When in Rome.
Do as the Romans.
Yeah, I understand the concept of the phrase. Oh, okay. Well, see, now that actually makes sense in the broader spectrum of things.
Yeah. Trying to get me.
Carson, who said he prayed a lot, obviously not enough, for guidance before selecting Trump for his endorsement, may have had some more mundane motivations for his decision. This from the Daily Wire.
Yes.
Thank you, Twitter. Great. He admitted in an interview with Steve Malzberg of Newsmax that he and Trump sat down for a talk where they discussed Carson working in Trump's administration. Not only that, but Carson admitted that he wished he wouldn't have had to endorse Trump. This is the transcript from that conversation. Right. Carson, I have to look at what is... this is, I quote here. I have to look at what is practical and what is going to save this country and the American dream for the next generation. Is there another scenario that I would have preferred? Yes, but that scenario isn't available. End quote. Malzberg responded, with one of the other candidates, you mean? Carson replied, yeah.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Carson literally sold his soul to the devil for a spot in the administration.
Well, hold on, we're getting to that part.
Oh, okay.
We didn't even get to the part where they talk about...
Oh, I want to hear this.
Here's Carson begins. I do believe, and certainly in my discussions with Donald Trump, he does love America, and he does want to be successful, and he will surround himself with very good people. Apparently, he's reading straight from the Donald Trump talking points. Good. Malzberg replied, and will one of them be Dr. Ben Carson? Carson responded, I will be doing things as well, yeah. Malzberg pressed him a little bit in the administration. Carson said, certainly in an advisory capacity. Malzberg pushed a little further. That's been determined. When you sat down with him, that was discussed. Carson replied, yes.
So I guess my theory was correct, that the reason Carson is backing Donald is because he either was promised a spot or Donald Trump gave money to a foundation of his.
That was our speculation at first, but it sounds like they talked about Ben Carson, which is weird because he just took over as chairman of a nonprofit.
Well, hey.
But here's the thing. So that first section I read, Carson says he wishes he did not have to endorse Trump. Is there another? He says, and I quote, "Is there another scenario that I would have preferred? Yes, but that scenario isn't available."
Dr. Ben Carson is blind and possibly needs some neurosurgery going on.
Yeah, he should operate on himself. This is the thing that gets me, though. Ted Cruz, Ted Cruz has apologized and several times apologized for spreading an actual story. He didn't make up lies. He spread an actual story that Ben Carson started that said Carson was dropping out. Carson flips out and will not. He says he forgives Cruz to an extent, I guess. Donald Trump compares Ben Carson to a pedophile, says he has the mentality of a pedophile, attacks his religion, and calls him an okay surgeon. He says all those things, doesn't apologize for them, in fact, doubles down on them.
Oh, yeah.
Later on, says, well, that was in Dr. Carson's book.
After he endorsed him.
Yeah, after he endorsed him. Says that was in his book. And Carson apparently can forgive all of that, but cannot forgive Ted Cruz for something that Cruz should not have ever apologized for in the beginning.
That's true. Dr. Carson said those words to CNN. CNN reported it. Trump, or somebody a part of Trump's campaign, Cruz's campaign, saw the news from CNN and was like, oh, well, Carson's out. But, Donald Trump can just lie, and Carson's like, you know what, he's the best. I wish there was a different scenario, but he's the best one. Yeah, he's not.
Ben Carson has zero integrity anymore.
Yeah. Sold his soul literally for a possible spot in the administration.
Yep. Last night, Donald Trump on stage was flanked by his campaign manager, Corey Lewandowski.
Related to, what's her name?
Lewinsky?
Yeah, that one.
Not quite the...
Well, they both ended in ski. They're all related.
And start with Lou, I guess.
So, they're related. Boom, you heard it here first.
That's how it works.
It is.
He was on stage with Trump after the results were in. Lewandowski is the man currently being investigated for allegedly assaulting former Breitbart reporter Michelle Fields.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump had nothing but good things to say about it. And actually specifically talked about how great Corey is.
Oh my goodness.
Pair that up with this episode of women reading actual Trump quotes about women.
Yeah.
And him praising his campaign manager, who is accused and under investigation for allegedly assaulting a female reporter.
How?
What? I quit.
Okay, honestly, if you're listening, send us an email. If you're a Trump supporter, send us an email and... hold on. Send us an email. And please try to explain. No. Better yet, defend Donald Trump's actions. Defend them. Because you want to support the guy. You think he's all, woo-hoo-hoo, yeah, you speak my language. I challenge you to email us and try to defend his actions. The email is Russinize Your.
And your email cannot just be Well, they're lying. Michelle Fields is a liar.
Yeah, you actually
Glenn
have...
Beck threatened Donald Trump to stab him multiple times.
Yeah, you actually have to have points.
Ted Cruz is a liar. Lying Ted Cruz. Liar, 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 pants on fire.
Be able to back them up.
Oh! You are liars? You guys are lying liars.
I actually saw a Donald Trump supporter on Facebook against a Bernie Sanders supporter.
Oh, goodness.
No, this was hilarious. The Donald Trump supporter actually sounded... When he was texting, he goes, "Oh, yeah, right, yep, right, that's right, yep, yep." That was literally a response he had to the Bernie Sanders supporter about something. I almost jumped in and was like, "What was that?"
I don't know. If you do it, call or email us up. Defend him. Russinize at whirlwindmedia.com. RUSSINIZE at WHRL. Windmedia.com.
And it has to be a legitimate
It has
argument.
to be substance. None of this garbage of, well, if it wasn't for lying Ted Cruz and lying Michelle Fields, not everybody can be a liar.
And we'll get into that on Friday, I think.
Oh, I think we will.
Oh, yes, we will.
Goodness gracious, what is happening out there? Actually, it was funny. I was typing a Facebook message to a friend of mine in Germany, actually. Apparently, some people in Germany are quite worried about how this election is going. And I was typing about John Kasich, and I was typing the sentence, John Kasich is a jerk for staying in this. Facebook auto-corrected it to, I kid you not, and I typed all the words correctly. None of them were misspelled. But Facebook corrected jerk to hero. Luckily, I caught it before sending it, but after it corrected it, my sentence read, John Kasich is a hero for staying in this. I kid you not. I don't understand it. Jerk is not remotely close to hero. They both have 4 letters. That's about it. Well, the jerk isn't a
so does another word that could be used for him, too.
Yeah, thanks for listening. This has been the Russinize Your Day Show, part of the WHRL network at whirlwindmedia.com. As we mentioned, to contact us, send your emails to russinize at whirlwindmedia.com. Follow us on Twitter at Russinized, RUSSINIZED, and check us out on Facebook. Just search for Russinize Your Day. We are also on Google+. You can take the show on the go with you on any of your mobile devices through iTunes, Stitcher, and potentially Google Play Music. We don't know. We got no idea. It should be on there. Please rate and review us on iTunes and help us spread the word about the Russinize Your Day Show. We've been getting some great responses from listeners and some great feedback specifically, but also great interactions. As we mentioned, we covered 2 topics from listeners today. The all-important Who's Directing Star Trek? Yes. And why is the media covering Kasich more than Ted Cruz, who's actually won stuff. More than one. Yeah. So if you want to see what happens while we record, it's highly entertaining. If you ever wonder what happens, why is there silence? What's going on? You got to watch it. Yeah. It's generally Brent saying something outrageous and me just having no words for it. So make sure to check out www.whirlwindmedia.com to stay up to date with everything Russinize Your Day. Whirlwind Media is developing new projects, and we have some exciting things coming in the near future, so keep an eye on that. And if you're listening and you have a business and you want to come on and sponsor, we'll give you a good shout-out. We can work with you on that. So
we'll give you a decent shout-out.
We'll give you something.
A handshake.
You get a complimentary handshake.
Yes. And I promise to wash my hand before I do.
And that is huge. That's huge.
You can take that to the bank.
Literally you can't take it to the bank. They'll be like, what is it? Why do you have somebody's hand? They'll probably call the police.
Freshly
the police
washed.
Involved, FBI.
No.
They will probably say, ooh, it smells like clean.
Smells like clean.
It's Mr. Clean.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Clean, Mr.
Thanks
Clean.
all.
We hope that you have a great rest of your Wednesday, and we'll be back to wrap up this week on Friday. So with our Friday edition of the Russinize Your Day Show, I'm Russ.
And I'm Brian. Thank you for listening.